Hello everybody, long time no see, hey? Oh man, I've been so poorly, really poorly. And so today is Sunday. Let's have a look, what's the date today? The 6th of April. And I haven't videoed a thing since last Saturday. And I think last Saturday I did Henry. Did I do Henry? I can't even remember what I did last Saturday. That's when the IBS was really starting to flare up. So it all started on the Friday before that. We'd had Jack for the day, taken Jack out, and while we were out, Russ and I bought a sourdough loaf of bread. Now, as you know, the regular viewers, I make my own sourdough, and I actually have my own sourdough. Can you see Emma Jane? She's saying hello. She's got her baby there. I have my own sourdough bubbling away on the side here, ready to first thing Monday morning, get some loaves in the stove and take one over to Rebecca and have one for ourselves. So I didn't really want to buy any sourdough, but we were having soup that night, and Russ was like, and I'd already said to Russ, let's get some rolls or something to go with it. And so we passed this shop that had like all this fresh sourdough, homemade sausage rolls, homemade quiches, all of that. And Russ was like, yeah, let's go in here, he said, and and then I can have a few more of these other snacky things for my lunchbox. So we did, and we had some of that sourdough then as we were going along in the day, out with Jack, and I just didn't feel right that night, and I didn't end up having any soup. I just didn't feel right, but I did have another slice of that sourdough, because I've never had a problem with sourdough at my IBS. I didn't have any of the pastries that Russ bought pastries. I didn't have any of that because I do have an issue with pastry in my IBS. So the next day, I didn't have a very good night that night. And Saturday, I really didn't feel myself. I wanted to do a video and hoping that it would keep my mind off of how I was feeling. So that's why I did a video. But I think you could probably hear in the video that my words weren't flowing right. I just wasn't feeling myself at all, feeling right. And I thought it was maybe because I've had such a busy March that my fibro and that was like, we've had enough now, lady. You need to relax. So I thought it was that. But Sunday I woke up and I was so poorly, really pain. Nothing. Awful pain. And it was Mother's Day here, and we were going to Rebecca's for breakfast. So we went over there because it was like her Mother's Day as well. So we went over there, and I didn't eat a lot, and I just didn't feel well at all. And then came home and I just lied on the sofa, or I lied outside actually for a little bit, and then came in and lied on the sofa because then we were going out in the evening to Russ's sister's with his mum. Now, a lot of people probably wouldn't have gone. A lot of people probably think, oh, why did you go? You obviously weren't that bad. I was that bad. But my sense of like doing the right thing always like takes over, and it's really hard. So I went anyway, and oh my God, we had the most delicious food, and I ate hardly any of it. We had a lovely roast lamb. Their youngest son, Russ's nephew, made almond and pear tart, and that was delicious. I'll pull you down, but actually you probably want to see me getting this little fella changed. And that was absolutely delicious. And I was like, oh, I just can't eat any of it. And this is all my sort of like, foodies. And it'd been Mother's Day and I'd got some goodies. And I just wasn't feeling any of that. Look at this cute little vintage set he's got on. Isn't that cute? Look at this big collar. Don't see many boys dressed in these big collars and things like this anymore. Yeah, and I was so ill. So I cancelled, I think, did I cancel? I knew I couldn't do the live on Monday night. So to all my members, thank you very much for understanding and for being so lovely about it. And I know that you've all been here for a long time and you're with me, and it's so good. It's so good because I just couldn't. I just couldn't hardly speak. I was just like I had paracetamol, ibuprofen, IBS medication. I don't take it always, so that when I'm having really bad IBS, it does work. Somewhat. This was what they would call, well, the doctors called an attack. So because it was pretty acute. And I'm still not fully recovered from it yet, even though I do feel better. I felt much better yesterday. I'm still not fully recovered. I'm still not able to eat a lot. It's still terribly painful. Like real irritated bowel. So yeah, so Monday I didn't do my live, and I really do thank you to all of my paying members for putting up with that situation. I just couldn't. I just couldn't speak. I was just like making like real pathetic little noises. Oh, oh. And just had a hot water bottle or a heated pad on my belly the whole week. So that was Monday. What did I do Monday? Oh, I had to just go and look after Jack on Monday mornings for my daughter. She had an appointment, and that last appointment is this Monday, so that's tomorrow. So that's it for any more Monday appointments. And I just went over, and she was like, "Mum, you don't look well." And I was like, I'm still not well, hun. And so Jack was tired, thankfully. So we played outside for a little bit. Well, he did. I sat on the chair, and then I just went indoors. He wanted to go indoors. We went indoors. I just lay on the settee, shut the stair gates, and he just played or came and lied out with me. In fact, he did go to sleep. We watched a film. He did go to sleep. And so that was okay. I was so glad to get back though and get back in my bed and just lie on my bed with like mega heated bottle. It was only for a few hours around Rebecca's, so it wasn't just having him there anyway was like, made you smile and giggle a little bit because he's so funny. But oh no. And then that was it, right until Friday. That was it. I was just poorly until Friday, just kind of like trying to recover really. And then I think on Thursday morning, I think I'd said to Russ, or Wednesday night, maybe if I'm up to it, we could have a day out this weekend, just us two together. And he came back the next day and said, if you fancy it, I've booked us a night away at the coast. And I was like, yeah, because that would have been Friday night. And I was like, yeah, okay. I said, I'm not sure what I'm going to be able to eat, but I did have energy by then, because I'd been like, I've been feeling better. You're sleepy still. He said, no, I'm just still sleepy. I don't want to wake up. And oh yeah, because I was hoping to go out and meet Sarah, wasn't I? Yes, that was another thing I was hoping to do on Wednesday, was go out and meet my friend Sarah. Well, that didn't happen for us. Oh, it was such a shame. you know, it's only postponed. I'm still going to meet up with her, but it's a real shit. I really hate when my chronic illnesses get in the way of my life. I really hate it. And so, yeah, that was a shame, wasn't it, Sarah? But never mind, we will meet again. It's hard to get dates in between what Sarah has to, has with her family situation, and then her family situation, her own personal chronic illnesses, my own chronic illnesses, and now our family situation with looking after Jack more. It is it is what it is, isn't it? When we can all get together. But the good thing is the understanding and that's there. So yes, I couldn't do that. So I was feeling right sorry for myself by the end of the month, end of the week. Anyway, and when Russ said that, and I know that like driving around with Russ, we just like to go for days out, go for drives, like an old couple, you know. We just go for drives, sit at the coast and watch the sea. So I knew that, you know, there would be no expectations as far as Russ would have on me. He would just be like, you know, he would just do anything he could to make it easier for me and for me to just be able to relax and enjoy the situation. And so we went to Lulworth Cove, which is, we haven't been that way for a very long time. And in fact, we were both, you know, saying how long it had been since we'd been over to that part of the south of England. We live like the southwest. This is more like down the south, and we haven't been there for ages, and we've never stayed in this hotel. Now you all know what I'm like about hotels, and I was just like, I'm just learning to suck it up, buttercup, and not look too deep. I'm just learning so much, and so we took a steady drive down along the coast. What did we do something first? Oh, went over to Rebecca and Jack, first of all, and took Jack over a sandpit and just to say hello and drop these things off that we wanted to drop off, and then stayed there for an hour, and I did feel a lot better. And I still got to be careful when I eat. That's the thing, because if anybody has an irritable bowel, you know that irritation is what affects you, the irritation. And so I've just been trying to not irritate it anymore. Hence, I've got water. This morning, it's coffee and a chat usually, isn't it? I've got water. So trying to flush everything through with water. And just eating just small amounts, really. So yeah, we stayed in this really nice old inn, and the inn is really old, and I can't even remember the blurb. I did read the blurb and I can't remember the blurb, but it's back in the days of like when everything came by horse and cart, and opposite the inn is the visitor centre, and the visitor centre was where the people would swap their horses. So if they'd come to do the post and deliveries and things, this is where they would come. They would stop at the inn and swap over their horses across the road in the barn, and then stay in this hotel. And so what I do is I did a little video of our room, and so I'll just add that here. Just thought I'd show you Russ and I's room for tonight. It's so bloody cute. It's dog friendly. Bath. Guess who's having a bath tonight? And then in here is the shower. And it's very clean. Oh, so clean. And shabby chicy, but clean. And he can't quite make it out, but never mind. But yes. Russ has gone to get the bags. Very, very nice. So I don't know if you can remember Lulworth Cove, but there's the car park out through there. So it's this hotel right out of the car park. Lovely. I did that little video for my girls. So it might say, "Hi girls, this is where we're staying." I don't know. It might say that in it. But that's the video of the room. And it was really nice. And I think what made it easier for me is because it looked all rustic. So because it looked rustic, like me and Russ said, you didn't notice the extra knocks on things, the extra bit of paint chip off of the off of the bed, you know, because it was all oh, what do they call that stuff when it's been repainted? Shabby chicy. It was all that in the whole room. The mattress was so comfy. No, I did not get in the bed, but the mattress was comfy. I didn't in the least. It was really clean. I didn't feel dirty anywhere. It was really, really clean, and I had a bath in that big bath because we don't have a bath here anymore, and so I rarely get baths. And so I had a bath that night, and that was a luxury for us. And you can have sea view rooms on the side of that hotel, um, but the sea view rooms overlook the outside beer garden, and it does. This is like a busy pub, and so it gets the food and all of that. It gets quite busy here, and so there were 3 outside balconies. And you could see the people that were sat there and everything. You know, there was one couple who obviously there on a romantic event, and you could just see them canoodling the whole time. Whereas our room was on like the side of the like the main. It's not a road. It's hardly any cars. Cars can't drive down there. It's just access. So you park at the top of the cove, and you everybody has to park at the top of the cove, and you walk down to the sea, and walk up over the hills and down to the sea. But there is no. It's only vehicle access to anybody that needs to get down the bottom. You've got to have vehicle access. So we had to park and bring our bags over to the hotel. So we were on that side of like the main street, and our views, we had 2 of these massive windows, and I suspect it shows in the video that our view was just like out over the cliffs, and it was just lovely. It was just really, really lovely. We had nobody like looking in at us on the balcony, or we didn't have a sea view, but that didn't matter to me and Russ. We were really pleased with where we were. So we would want to, you know, if we went again, that's the room that we would ask for, room number 1, because also it was like on the edge of the building. So maybe the original part of the building, we were on that bit, and then this bit over this side had been added on later. Further down, there was another pub that you could stay in, and hotel or whatever they like to call them, that you could stay in and eat and dine in and stay overnight in. There were also some like I was going to say Airbnbs, but you know, that type of thing, like place. My words are I still got to find all my words. Places where you can like hire, you know, and stay for holiday. Holiday lets, that's the word. Holiday lets. still not quite with the Woolwich here. Still not quite with it. And so yeah, Russ tired me and Millie out, because me and Millie were like got home yesterday late afternoon, and we just like zonked out. So we had breakfast there, booked out, checked out at 10:30, and then we just had a slow drive back. We went to a village called, I think it's called Tyneham, if I remember rightly, and it's a village that was taken by the army. All the people were requested, or whatever the word is, in the army, by the army. It was taken. All the villagers had to move out and give up their village because it's right on the sea front. almost on the seafront, and so they needed it for training and to prepare for D-Day and things like that. So we went to visit that, which I haven't visited for a long time. And you can't always get to that village either, because it's on a live firing range, and so they shut the gates and there's no access to the public at all during firing. I think it's open for something like 130 days, 140 days of the year. You can actually go down and visit this place. And they did try, and people did try and get the government to overturn and allow them to come back to their homes, or their ancestral homes, right up as far as the 70s, I want to say. But no, Joy, it is on army land. It's like it's a place where they practice all their tank maneuvers and all of that, not around this like particular village, but over all these lands and everything. And when you go down there for the drive, you can see how vast it is and where they just do their practicing and things. And so I will just add some photos of that next. And then I will just put my little Henry in this little outfit I've got here. It is sunny and it probably is going to be warm today, but it's a cold morning. It's cold with the patio door open because, of course, we're up on the hill, so it's a bit drafty here at the moment. I suspect later on it'll get warmer. It will be warmer later on. And then I will be able to, then I will change him. But right now, I'm going to just put on this lovely fine knit set for this little fella. It's grey and light. It's a dark grey and a light grey fine knit. And then the front here says, "Cool to be kind." It's really, really nice. And it's by Lily and Jack, I think. Yeah, Lily and Jack, who I do like. And I have got some of their t-shirts because they do quite longer the sleeves in some of their t-shirts are longer. For Annie, this is 6 to 12 months. And then it's got little buttons up the neck here, but it's a nice fine knit. So it won't be too hot for you, Babs, will it? It's my lovely little fella here. So I just thought I would come on today and catch up with you and do this giveaway. We've also got to spin the wheel for the giveaway that we did. Otherwise, anybody that is new to my channel will think I don't do any of the giveaways. But I definitely do. There we go. How have you all been? Have you been okay? Russ is out this morning, so it's perfect time to do the video as well without any disturbance by Mr. Knight. And also, I just want to say, for any of you that are going to go, oh, Mr. Knight, see, Grumpy's not so grumpy. He's very romantic and how lovely. Yeah, just hold that thought a second. All right, hold it, hold it. Mr. Knight wants a new motorbike, does Mr. Knight? Don't think I'm silly. Don't think I'm silly. All these romantic gestures. Bless his little cottons. I always tease him. I always tease him that he wants to do something. We have to tease him, don't we? Hey, there we go. Oh, that fits you very, very nicely. Oh, you're so soft. It is really, really soft. So it is 6 to 12 months. And there he is. 6 to 12 months on him. I love him. I do, don't I? Yeah, I love him. Do. Yes. Oh, snuggle up with your mama now. You don't have the door open. I did shut the door. But there, snuggle up with your mama. There he is. Hey, it's not cold. It's not cold. Just got the door shut, haven't we? Yeah. But it's really cute. Yeah. And there we go. That's him in there. Right, so let's have a look at this giveaway then, mate. So we had 2 giveaways, didn't we? That's it. Are you okay there? You okay? I know he likes to spread out, don't you? And just see. The neighbour's got something flying in the garden and it just caught my eye like a flag or something. So I'll put you face that way so you're nice and relaxed there. So yes, we were doing 2 giveaways, weren't we? So one was for this, sorry, I'll put you up a bit. One was for this blanket here. Blanket or sheet, brand new. It's a fluff hugger though. You know, it's one of those, it's really soft, but it does attract the fluff. And it has got Elmer on it. And then also, because I always do this when it's a coffee and a chat, you've got your coffee in a bag. Sainsbury's coffee in a bag. Taste the difference. Italian style compostable coffee bag. So make sure you do put it in the compost because coffee is really good for compost. And it does tell you what to do on the back. So it's literally in a bag. So it's like a tea bag. And then I added, these are another ones that I use, sleep tea. Literally just put this in some water. Yeah, just in some hot water. You can, if you want to add milk, you can. You shouldn't have to add any flavorings, but if you want to, you can. You could add some honey if you wanted to. And then this is some English breakfast tea. So I always like to keep these like things in bags, just always in the cupboard in case I never, as if, in case I don't go to the grocery shop and miss out the grocery shop or I forget something. And I know I've always got coffee, I've always got some tea. And then I've added just a little pack of cookies. It's a little mini pack of cookies into that one. So that's for that bag. And then we do have this one. Then this is when I went then to Ireland in March, and you've got the same bag with the same goodies in, the coffee, sleep tea bag, and cookies. And then you get this for when I went to Ireland, the socks. Sorry, mate. The socks, the Tree of Life bookmark, and this beautiful headband as well. I can't do that headband justice, that bow on it. Like that. You do it justice, mate. Emma Jane says she could do it justice. You could, couldn't you, Emma Jane? God. I can't do it justice. It's a headband with a bow on. It's a headband and it has a bow on it. And then these little dingly dangly bits as well. So there we go. So we've got those two giveaways. And the way I do my giveaways, if you're new here, is we spin the wheel and we add everybody's name who entered into the giveaway on some paper, which I did this last week. And there were 24 names. I will bring you down, turn you around in a minute when we spin the wheel. I will bring you down and do that with you. Okay, so I did copy this out last week. And I really did hope that at one stage last week I would have got to the stage where I wanted to come on camera, but I didn't. I really didn't. And in fact, I actually even thought about just giving up, just not even coming on YouTube anymore, just not doing it anymore. That's how bad I felt. Just thought, do I bother doing it anymore? But it's a minor blip, and I still have an icky tummy, and I think it's going to take like another week. The doctor said, for it to feel it, because it was pretty severe attack. I don't know what it was. It was definitely in the sourdough, because I got home. On Monday, I said to Rebecca I couldn't face the sourdough. And so I put my sourdoughs in the fridge. And every time I've opened the fridge this week, I felt yucky. I felt really sick with the smell of it. And so I know it was that sourdough bread. And so I can't face making my sourdough bread at the moment. But that's fine, because the sourdough will last. My sourdough's gorgeous as well. It's lovely and bubbly and, but anyway, even talking about it now is just like, no, actually, you're not messing about with that yet. So that is going to have to stay in there for a little while longer. So, I did actually feel like just not even doing any more YouTube, but still doing my other social media, like Facebook and Instagram. But I just thought, and not like getting rid of my reborns or anything like that, just not doing YouTube anymore. And that would be a crying shame for me, because I like doing YouTube. I like doing YouTube for myself, for seeing people. There's also, where are you? Because I'm not going to remember your name off the top of my head. Did you not? Did you not join our I can't see your name here, but they are actually one of our members. I can't see your name here, honey. Kay and Louisa. And she had two, if you haven't seen her box opening, Our Cherished Cherubs. Yeah, no, I can't see here at all. Nope. She had two Mother's Day new babies for Mother's Day, so that was lovely. That was nice seeing them. They are so cute, and she had those. They're by Reborns by Tess. So I did enjoy seeing those. Um, lucky you, Sonny. I think you're very, very smitten with Sonny, aren't you? Because he's had a lot of airtime. He's so cute with his little tongue poking out, little Cassie brace. So anyway, let's get you off of there, down here, and get this wheel spinning on the tablet. Okay, so here we are. That's the date and the time that we are doing this. Mr. Henry, where's my list? Up there. So, here we go. Here you all are. Sorry it's taken me a while to get it done. But we got there in the end, hey? Got there in the end. So we've got 24 names on here. So what you do is you get rid of that. Oh, it's already in 1 to 24. So we've got 1 to 24 names there. And I'll just try and rest that in there. Right, you ready? Let's spin. So the first spin is for the Elmer. The Elmer blanket is for the first spin. 1 to 24. Ready? Let's go. 19, 20, 19. Who is number 19? Elaine Cleverly, 7514. Yay! You have won the Elmer blanket. Yay! So the information to get hold of me is in the description, and if you could do that, I post out on a Tuesday, which is always the easiest day for me to post out. All right, but I will I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you very much. Okay, we're not going to remove the choice. Can you remember once we had two winner? Can you remember that once? We did do that, didn't we? We had like a double. Somebody won twice. I can't remember who that was, though. That was absolutely crazy. But they did tell me to spin it again. That was crazy because I didn't remove it. And I don't want to remove it because now this is for the bits and bobs that I bought while at the airport in Ireland. Okay, I love the bookmark. Let me just show you again. The bookmark is just so lovely. It's the Tree of Life. And it's so shiny. And then it tells you all about the Tree of Life on the back, because it is the Celtic Tree of Life. It's lovely. So, okay, let's spin the wheel for those goodies. 1, 2, 3, go. Who's going to win it now? Oh, 22. Linda Armstrong. You are the winner of the Irish goodies. Well done. Thank you very much, everybody, for taking part in our giveaway. And like I said, to contact me, I will leave the information in the description below. Thank you. And so there we go. There are, what else? Let me just tell you what things I've got coming up. So and I know a couple of people have messaged me and said, I can't wait to see what it is you've got hiding in the wings, Caroline, when I know that your Joey is now for sale. So the Joey pushchair that I bought for my car, let me just get rid of all of this so it doesn't waste my battery. The Joey pushchair that I bought, when I had Henry in it, I really don't like him in it. I think it looks too big for him. And it is a car seat for a big car seat. It is a pushchair for the bigger ones. I just didn't like him in it. He just, anyway. And I just decided I don't want it. That's it. I don't want it. I'm not having it. And I can't sell it for love and money. In fact, Timothy's actually sat over there in it right now. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, because I can't seem to sell it without putting it down to extortionately low amount, I should think. But hey. And so I've bought something compact, and I've bought something smaller and compact that also has a pram body, because now I've got more smaller ones as well. I want to take more smaller ones out, really. I always felt like I didn't, like, somebody did say they would like to see Ethan out. When I said, who shall I take out with me on Wednesday when I went to meet Sarah, somebody said, can you take Ethan? It would be nice to take a baby out. Well, the reason I don't take the babies out is because I feel like less interaction happens when I take a baby out, because I just feel like I do more with the toddler ones, the bigger ones. Even though the bigger ones have been out all over the place. I've got a huge, like, back catalogue, haven't I, of playlists of the little ones, or of the bigger ones all going out. I still feel that way about them. And then I thought, well, I could take a little one, but where we were meeting anyway was not that good terrain for the doona for sure. And I didn't know if I really wanted to put one of the big ones in one of my bigger pushchair prams in the car, in my little car. Sarah would have helped me get them out anyway. Between us, we would have managed. But because I have that, when you lift my boot up, I have that, like, to put my stuff up and over the boot, rather than just lift the boot up and just push stuff in. So it is definitely more awkward. Anyway, so I know that people have said to me, I'd love to see, I can't wait to see what it is. I keep stopping on your videos to see if you've done the video of, the extra thing there yet or not. No, I still haven't, and it's still here taking up room in its box. So needless to say, of course, I didn't do anything this week. I want to video Sarah and Emily together, because they look adorable in what they've got on. They've got the next outfit on, so I do want the next set of 2 dresses with the teddy bears on. I do want to get them videoed before it gets too warm for them to wear the tights that they've got on with them. So that's a few videos this week that I'm already thinking of. And I actually thought that the doll show for Doncaster was today. I'm so glad I didn't book a room. I thought the Doncaster, and it's next week. I thought it was today. And so, yeah, I don't know why that random thought just popped in my head, but random thoughts do just pop in my head, as we all know. Do you only have any random thoughts? Probably not, no, because you're normal. And I haven't been down to Hillside. So I just basically just been, yeah, not doing much of the things that give me lots of smiley joyfulness and make my heart sing. I haven't been doing a lot of that. So let's hope we're starting to feel a lot better now and we can get on and do those things. So nothing else planned for today. Um, sorry, just a minute. Sorry about that. That was Millie. Millie had a lovely time. Um, we took her. She had a lovely time as well. I'll just add on a few photos at the end. She's just absolutely shattered, but yeah, just lovely. It was lovely to see her enjoying the beach and enjoying all the smell aromas everywhere for her dogs, like they do. So that was good. Me and Russ really loved that. And the hotel is a dog friendly hotel. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but would have seen her in the video wandering around. Yeah, it's a dog friendly hotel. So that was another good bonus for us. So yeah, so we ended a really crappy week on a good note for me. That was good. How's everybody else been? Everybody else been busy? What have you been up to? Yeah, literally did nothing. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, just lay in bed. And now just gonna drink the water. So I think that's it. I don't think I've got anything else to share at this moment. But it's nice getting back and talking to you, and it's such a weight off my mind getting these the giveaways done, because I hate holding on to them because I don't want anybody to think I don't do the giveaways. I do give them. So yeah, I'm glad I've got that done as well, and we'll see. I really want to get this thing in this box done this week. Oh dear. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Bye, friends.